The conspiracy that Fernando Alonso was electrocuted by his F1 car. This is one crazy conspiracy theory I'm about to tell you. But the thing is, this wasn't just reported by Jim with his tinfoil hat on down in his basement. Oh no, there were somewhat credible sources claiming that Fernando Alonso was actually electrocuted by his McLaren-Honda. During the final day of the 2015 pre-season testing at Barcelona, Fernando Alonso crashed his McLaren-Honda in a low-speed incident and was airlifted to hospital. The cause, according to the team, was unpredictable gusty winds at turn 3. In their defence, several drivers had reported that the turn was proving tricky due to the wind, and his fellow countryman Carlos Sainz had a similar incident later that day. But the difference was the speed that Fernando crashed and also the amount of damage it caused to the car. Not only this, but also the fact that the two-time champion then had to spend 3 days in hospital after the impact, which is pretty unheard of when the impact itself was just 150 kilometers per hour. I love how I say just, like that isn't still pretty fast, but these F1 cars are built to withstand a hell of a lot more. The unusual crash and lack of information given by McLaren boss Ron Dennis meant at the time there were more than a few conspiracy theories flying around. Some happened to be true, such as Alonso being unconscious for a few seconds after the crash, although the team initially denied this, which was a little strange and obviously pointed towards the fact they really didn't want the whole incident to be spoken about. McLaren also claimed it had been a normal testing accident. However, when it was announced he'd missed the Australian Grand Prix, his first race with his new team, some eyebrows were raised. Bizarrely, a German journalist wrote that Alonso woke up speaking Italian and thought he still drove for Ferrari. Another Spanish newspaper claimed he'd lost his memory and believed he was in 1995, taking a whole week before he recovered his memory. However, one theory that he received an electrical shock was widely reported all over the world. Former F1 driver Fabrizio Bobazza even claimed that he knew from his sources that Alonso was electrocuted. He said Fernando took a 600-watt hit with serious consequences, difficulty focusing and temporary obstruction of the veins. Another ex-F1 driver, 7-time race winner René Arnoux, also was of the opinion that Fernando experienced something out of the ordinary. He said, "I have driven in Formula 1, I know what I'm talking about. The impact was lateral, more of a glancing blow, and it does not explain the damage to Alonso. I firmly believe that Alonso felt wrong at the steering wheel." René also said he believed the wind was just used as an excuse. To add to all of this, it was reported that several teams were considering boycotting the Australian Grand Prix due to safety worries. Fernando Alonso later rubbished these reports, explaining that he suspected there was a problem with his steering column that locked his wheel to the right and caused him to crash into the wall. But then again, if he wanted to drive for McLaren that season, I'm sure the team weren't exactly going to allow him to express to the media that something went seriously wrong with the car. It certainly does make you think about what went on, doesn't it? I seriously hope Fernando decides to write a book when he eventually stops racing and dishes out all the dirty secrets that he knows from his time in F1. That would be one glorious read. There you have it, another episode in this conspiracy series. Which one would you like for us to take a look at next? Let us know in the comment section below.